welcome to my vlog. I'm Claire and this is Love Thread Sews. So welcome back if you are an existing subscriber and welcome if you're new. Just having a little walk along the canal this morning. It's Friday, just before the bank holiday weekend in the UK, and it's a rather pleasant morning. Not too hot today, so I think we're in for a little bit of cooler weather over this weekend. I forgot to mention last week that I am actually away tomorrow. We are visiting friends for the day and it's going to be quite a long drive. I think I will struggle to do my vlog tomorrow on Saturday, so I have decided that I'm going to record it today. I'm going to do the draw today and then I will be able to edit it in the car and get it uploaded that way. So I hope that's all right with everybody. And the sun has just come out. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. A little bit of sun up there, which is quite nice. Today I am actually wearing a Sabina skirt and a Tammy Handmade Naya tee. This is day 2 of Me Made May. I wasn't particularly going to share my outfits, but I thought I'd do it anyway. See how that goes. Anyway, I'll catch up with you soon. Hi everybody, so I'm back from my dog walk and it is actually much later in the day. So I normally record my vlogs on a Saturday and then it gives me a chance to edit it and get it put up ready for release on Sunday. But I actually forgot to mention last week that we are heading off to see some friends on Saturday. And we're leaving, I think we're leaving fairly early to get there because it's a couple of hours or so drive for us. So I thought I probably wouldn't get a chance to actually record my vlog on Saturday. So I am actually recording this on Friday. So it is actually about 7:45 in the evening. So I'm probably looking a little bit more dishevelled. I've got my hair up. I've had my hair up all day today because it's been fairly warm. And obviously you saw that I was out on my dog walk early this morning, but yeah, it is much later in the day now, so I thought I would get this recorded this evening. I can get this edited sort of between this evening and tomorrow and uploaded ready for Sunday, so I hope that is okay with you. So I've got a couple of bits and pieces just to talk to you about this week, and also I've got the exciting prize draw which I will do at the end of this video. So I've had an overwhelming response to that prize draw, which has been really great, and it's been great hearing from lots of people. I've had lots of comments from people that don't often sort of comment, and it's been really nice just kind of hearing from people and hearing from a lot of people who've said that they kind of watch and really enjoy my vlogs. So I'm really grateful for everybody that follows me and subscribes, and also that has commented and is part of this prize draw. So I hope you will sort of stay tuned, and I shall do the draw at the end of this video. So first of all, before I start, I'll just share what I'm wearing today. So as you are aware, Me Made May started this week, or you may or may not be aware. So this is it's kind of like a personal challenge. So I've been running for quite a few years. I've been participating quite a few years. I think the challenge did kind of start off as a I think it was kind of a bit more of a you know, sharing your sort of daily me made outfits, things like that, but it's kind of evolved over time, and now the challenge is more about kind of assessing your own personal style, maybe assessing what you've got in your wardrobe, what's missing from your wardrobe. I mean, it can be a whole host of things, to be honest. So I will go into detail a little bit more about what I am doing for mine. I've kind of made a little bit of a different pledge this year, but yeah, before I start, I probably should just share what I'm wearing. So it's day 2 of Me Made May today. So I am trying to wear Me Made garments throughout this month. I'm not necessarily sharing them every day, but I do tend to wear Me Made garments quite a lot anyway, and 9 times out of 10 I will have something Me Made on. So but today I have got on I don't know how well you'll see it, but I'm wearing a skirt which I made last year, and this is the Sabina skirt, and it is from the Little Pomegranate. It's actually a free pattern. It's just an elasticated waist skirt, so it's very comfortable. And this one is maxi length, and it's got like a little frill at the bottom, and then I've just paired it with a Naya t-shirt. I've not actually worn this skirt very much since I made it. This is in an art gallery viscose fabric, but what I will do is just pop a picture in here of me wearing the full outfit so that you can see what it looks like. So yeah, this is my kind of choice for today. And to be honest, I think I've only worn the skirt once, and so I'm trying to sort of think about some of the garments that probably don't get as much wear in my wardrobe throughout this month, which is quite nice. And also I realised that this t-shirt, which I didn't make it with the skirt in mind, and I hadn't made the skirt with the top in mind, but I realised today that they went really well together. So that was a happy accident. So yeah, it's been really nice pairing those together, and I've been working from home today, so it's been quite comfortable wearing that outfit. And then yesterday I wore, what did I wear yesterday? I can't even remember what I wore. My mind has gone completely blank. I will pop a little picture in here of what I wore for day 1. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing. So what have I been making this week? Well, as you can see, I have got 2 garments behind me. Both of them I have got made up and finished this week. So the top here that you can see, this is the high cuff sweater by the assembly line. So I did already have this cut out, and I did this not that long ago, probably a week or so ago, and I decided sort of during this week I would kind of make that up. And what I love about this pattern, well, this is actually the first time that I've made it, but what I love about this is this kind of design at the back. So this pattern is kind of like a sweatshirt, but it is designed to be made in either woven or sweater knit fabric, so you can do either. So in this instance I have made it in a viscose fabric, and then I have added ribbon on the cuffs, the hemline, and also the neckline. So I will just bring it a little bit closer to show you. So this is a really lovely quality viscose, and it's a really nice and kind of drapey. And as you can see, I have a nice ribbed neckline. I've got a label in there which I think goes quite well, which says Big Cat Energy, and then you've got the ribbon on the sleeves and also the back. Oh, the back, the hem, and this is the back, so it kind of goes up. And this is actually a really nice design because this this part actually kind of hugs your lower back and just sits really nicely on the back, and then this fabric kind of just drapes very slightly over it. So I made the medium in this top, and I never made it before, so I just kind of went with the medium. And I thought I will see how that goes. And I didn't make any adjustments to the pattern. All I did was I took an inch out of the sleeves. I think I possibly could have taken just a little tiny bit more out of the sleeves. They're probably just that little bit too long, but I think I can just about get away with it. But I really love how it's turned out, and actually it was a really quick make. So I was on a virtual sewing session this week with the virtual sewing room, and I made it up during that. So that was a 2-hour session. I kind of got that made up during that session, and I will pop in a couple of pictures of me wearing it here, just so that you can see what it looks like on. But yeah, I think there will definitely be more of these in my wardrobe. It's a very simple kind of make. It came together really quickly, and I think it just looks really nice. So I think interwoven fabric, it looks a little bit more dressy. I think this will be good for work, and you could also kind of dress it down, and it could be a little bit more casual as well. So I guess it all depends what you're wearing it with. I think maybe with black trousers it would look quite smart, and then with jeans, you know, you could wear it out for an evening, or there's all sorts of opportunities to wear it. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Unfortunately, we've had very warm weather here in the UK this week, so I think I've made it just at the wrong time. But I think it is meant to be cooling down again a little bit this week, so maybe I'll get a chance to wear it at some point. But yeah, it's just been a little bit too warm this week to wear it. So but yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's turned out, and I will definitely get plenty of wear from that in my wardrobe. So the other item that I finished off, and I did share this I think in my video last week, that I had cut out the Rowan trousers. These are by Emporia Patterns. So this is the pattern here, and I have not made these before, so this was a kind of a new venture for me. They are a slightly barrel leg shape, and they've got a fairly sort of fitted waist here, and these are the line drawings, which actually shows them to be quite a lot more barrel legged than the front of the pattern shows. But I've sort of had slight reservations as I was making it, and there was I encountered a few little issues along the way, and I kind of took a risk with the sizing as well. And actually at one point I was a little bit worried that they were going to be a bit too small, and I was really worried that I had cut the wrong size. So I thought, well, do you know what, I'm going to make them up anyway and see how they turn out. And do you know what, they have turned out absolutely brilliantly. I'm really pleased with them. I like them much more than I was expecting to, and I think the shape and the fit on them is just perfect. So I did make some notes in the actual pattern booklet, just so that I remember for next time, but I will let you know about some of the things that I encountered. There were some errors in the book with the sizing, so there was an extra slip of paper in there with the correct sizes on, but the sizing that I chose was actually a size 12 at the waist, which said that it was for a 32-inch waist. Well, I'm not a 32-inch waist, I'm probably nearer 35, and then I actually graded down to a 10, so I went for a 12 at the waist, and then sort of basically from the hips down, I then graded it down to a 10, and that is because I didn't want them to be really oversized on me. Because I'm petite, I'm only 4'11", I didn't want them to kind of swamp me and look like they're wearing me rather than the other way around. So I mean, the instructions are, you know, pretty good. They've got diagrams and explanations about what you need to do. Now, the bits that I found a little bit tricky was the main issue was the fly, inserting the fly. So I didn't find the instructions for inserting the fly zip that great, if I'm honest. What they had you do was construct the trousers pretty much fully, and then put the fly zip in afterwards. I've never done that before. I've always inserted the fly zip on the trouser piece kind of flat before you even start constructing the trousers, and it's ended up not being overly neat inside. There's a couple of places where it didn't tell you where to kind of overlock, and I've ended up with a couple of pieces that are not even overlocked. And yeah, it's not it just doesn't look that tidy inside to me, and I would have preferred it to be a little bit neater. So I think next time I make them, and I will be making them again, I will probably follow some alternative instructions, maybe the instructions from Tilly. I mean, it might just be me. I know Tilly and the Buttons, her instructions are very thorough, and you know, maybe it's just me. I need a little bit more hand holding for something like that. I'm not sure. The waistband, now I'm not sure if I did something wrong. I'm sure I cut the waistband at a size 12, but I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough waistband. I think I kind of left a little bit overhanging on both ends, and I don't think I should have done that. I think I should have one of the ends, I think, should have gone right up to the end of the waistband, and then it possibly would have given a little bit more overhang, and I didn't do it that way. I left a little bit either end, I think, and it resulted in not having enough overhang on the waistband, and there was nothing and on the right, let me bring them a little bit closer to explain. And then on the bit that goes across the top of the fly zip here, I had no waistband basically, so it was just kind of like raw at the top. I will pop in a picture so you can see. So I definitely did something wrong there. So what I ended up doing was cutting, I had a tiny little bit of this fabric left, so I ended up cutting 2 pieces. Well, it was kind of 4 pieces altogether, and I kind of put them together and then added them on to the ends of each waistband so that they then fitted. So you can see that I've got a seam line here and also a seam line here. To be honest, I don't think it's overly noticeable. I did kind of take my time with them. So this is the inside of the trousers and at the fly zip, and yeah, I've got this kind of piece here which is not overlocked at all, and it's quite a narrow piece, so I didn't really want to try and overlock that, so I don't know how that's going to fare. And then that's kind of, I'm trying to show you the inside. It just, I mean, it's not too bad, but it's just not as neat as I probably would want it to be. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just because it's a different kind of instruction. But I mean, they turned out brilliantly, really. And they came together, other than that, they came together really nicely. The only other thing I found in the instructions, it tells you to make your what do they call them, belt loops, and then it just tells you to attach them to the trousers, but there's nothing in the instructions or on the pattern pieces to show you where to place them. So I kind of had to take a best guess. So what I did was look on, I basically looked on here to see where they were placed on there, and I could also see on the line drawing where they were placed, sort of near that seam line. So I kind of worked it out from that, but there was nothing in the instructions that told you where to put them. So I think they look pretty good. The back one's easy. It's one whole piece here, and that goes right in the middle. What I love about these is this shaped yoke here at the back. It gives a really nice shape, and there is just a little bit of elastic in the back. It's not a huge amount, but it's just a subtle amount that just kind of brings the trousers in a little bit. I've got back pockets now because of this yoke at the top. You can see that a little bit better. The pockets feel a little bit not too low, but they feel a little bit lower than where I would normally wear them. So I don't know, next time I'm possibly considering leaving them off. I did add a label on the back from Little Rosy Cheeks, which I thought went quite well with the brown. And inside I added a label from the Cozy Club Handmade. Now the inside of my waistband I think looks really neat, and that is because I decided to hand stitch the whole of the inside of the waistband, because I didn't want to end up with lots of stitches showing on the outside. So I think I did a pretty good job there. I found a nice brown zip, and I found this nice little star button from my stash. Oh, it's a little thread that's come off there. I need to just trim that, which I think goes really well with the trousers. So I will pop a couple of pictures in of me wearing them, but yeah, to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised, and they fit so well. I was actually gobsmacked with how well they fitted. The only adjustment I made to these is I took 1 inch out of the rise of the pattern pieces, and to be honest, it kind of sits just below my belly button, which it is where it says it's supposed to sit. And looking at the instructions here, these sit just below her belly button, so they are sitting in the right place. I'm used to trousers being slightly higher than that, so next time I'm thinking I don't know whether I should kind of put that back in, or even 1/2 inch, just so they're, I don't know, I haven't quite decided, but I haven't actually worn them yet, apart from trying them on for the photos. So I'm gonna wear them tomorrow, I think, when we go to our friends, and see how I get on with them throughout the day and see how I feel. And then maybe when I decide on making my next pair, I will possibly add that a little bit of length back in, possibly even just 1/2 inch back in. So I've only reduced it by 1/2 inch, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm really pleased with them, and hopefully, when you see the photos, you think you like the look of them on me. I think they quite suit me, actually, and for a barrel-legged kind of style trouser, which I wasn't sure did suit me. I've made the bobs before, and I wasn't overly keen on them, but I think that's because they had quite a lot of gathering around the waist, whereas these don't. And the fit on these, I don't think I've actually made a pair of trousers before that fit that well. So yeah, I'm really quite pleased with them, and I think there is actually quite a lot of things in my wardrobe that will go with them. So I'm looking forward to trying out a few different tops and stuff with them. So you may well see those pop up a little bit more throughout the month of May, when I kind of wear them with other things. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this month. The month of May is always my favourite month in the sewing community, or the sewing world. It's one of the first kind of challenges that I was ever involved in, and I think it was one of the first sort of challenges before we started getting all of these kind of other ones as well. So it's always been one of my favourites to participate in, and yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of seeing what other people do, and how they interpret the challenge. So as I mentioned previously, I have participated in Me Made May for quite a number of years, and in previous years I have kind of shared daily photos, and as my sort of Me Made wardrobe has progressed, it's gotten a little bit easier to kind of dress daily in Me Made outfits. So this year I wanted to do something a little bit different. I was kind of having a little think about my pledge, and I wasn't really sure what to do. I've already had a little bit of a purge of my wardrobe, so I knew that probably wasn't going to be sort of part of my pledge, and I was really struggling on what to kind of think. And then I sort of ended up having a little chat with my husband about it, and I just said to him, I'm just a little bit stuck. I'm not sure what to do this year. And it was actually him that came up with the idea that I have gone with, and that is to make up an outfit for during the month of May. And I thought, actually, that is a really good idea. So I thought what I might do is, because my sort of lifestyle is predominantly working from home and then kind of dog walks and things like that, I kind of thought I would try and make an outfit that will kind of fit into my day-to-day lifestyle. I mean, I've got a few dresses and stuff in my wardrobe, and they don't always get a lot of wear because, you know, 9 times out of 10 when I'm working from home, I like to put something comfortable on, you know, leggings or some comfortable sort of trousers or jeans, or you know, today I've got an elasticated waist skirt on, t-shirts, that kind of stuff. So I was having a little think about, you know, what I could possibly make as a full outfit, and then an idea came to my head. And if you've seen my previous vlog a couple of weeks ago where I received the dream wardrobe from Fabric Godmother, in the most recent one was the most recent Fabric Godmother pattern, and I have forgotten to get that out, so if you just bear with me 2 seconds. So I think most people will have seen by now that the new pattern from Fabric Godmother is the Calla trousers, and these are a kind of elevated kind of track pattern, I guess, or track pant pattern. And we also got sent some fabric to make them. So I thought that my outfit for the month of May could be those, which I think I will then get a lot of wear out of while I'm working from home. So if you recall, the fabric that we received in the box was this. It is a Ponte Roma. It's really beautiful quality, actually. It feels quite luxurious. And Fabric Godmother have shared quite a lot of information and also a couple of little YouTube videos on all of the different kind of options that you can do with these trousers. Now they have a side panel on them, which gives you, I don't know how well you can see that, but I will maybe pop a picture up in here. But the side panel on the side of the trousers, you can do it in the same fabric, and then you can add embellishments to it. So you can add like a ribbon or some kind of tape, or even things like bows if you really wanted a look like that. You can leave them plain and just do them in the same fabric. Or what I have seen somebody else do, and this was already in my head of something that I wanted to do, and that is to put a stripe of animal print down the side of the trousers. Now, my first thought when I saw these trousers was I wanted to do the red with a leopard print side panel, but I didn't think that I could use anything other than the same fabric. So I started doing a little bit of research to try and find some leopard print kind of ribbon or tape that I think would attach quite nicely to it. And then I saw that somebody had actually made these up already. I think it was one of the ambassadors for Fabric Godmother, and they had used this cotton poplin as the side panel, and this is the Ace fabric from Fabric Godmother. So I thought, do you know what, I didn't even realise you could use a woven fabric like that on the side panel. So that is what I have decided to do. So I'm going to make up those trousers and have that as the side panel, and then for my for the rest of my outfit, I have actually bought 2.5 meters of this, so I've got enough to play with. And I have decided I'm going to make a Donny shirt in this to go with the trousers, so that I've got a full kind of matching sort of cord set. This also goes really well with these trousers, doesn't it? So I think a Donny shirt in this is going to be excellent with these trousers, and also with these trousers. So yeah, I'm quite excited about that. And then I thought, because I'm quite petite, I don't actually know how much is here, but I think there's quite a lot here to make up these trousers, and there's probably enough to make you know, the longest version and the sort of largest size, maybe might be up to 20 or 22, because I think there is another Dream Wardrobe box that you can get is like from 18 to 30, so maybe there's enough to make up to the size 18 or something. And I thought if I have enough fabric left over, I might, see, it depends on how it goes, I might try and make a the Arlo track jacket from Friday Pattern Company to match. So that last item I think is going to be a little bit of a, well, it will all depend on if I've got enough fabric left, so I may have to maybe get a little bit creative with that, and that will also depend on time as well. I mean, I do have a week off at the end of May, so I may have a little bit more time sort of towards the end of the month. So yeah, we'll just have to see. But I think what I'm going to do is concentrate on doing the trousers, the Donny shirt, and then see what's left after that, and if I can get the jacket made to match it as well. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for. I do have another little thing that will possibly go with it as well, and that is something that I'm going to share in a separate video, and that will be out at some point this month, and that will also form part of this outfit as well. But I don't want to share too many details about that just yet, because I'm going to do a separate video about that. So yeah, they're my plans. So let me know in the comments below what you think about those plans for this month. That's pretty much what I'm going to be concentrating on for the whole of this month. And yeah, I'm hoping to get those things kind of made up fairly soon. I still have to wash those fabrics, so I need to do that this weekend so that I can get started. So I think that kind of brings us towards the end of this video now. So I'm gonna do the prize draw now, which I'm really excited about. I'm also a little bit nervous because I've not done anything like this before. So I have had 116 entries for the prize draw that I'm doing. So I was completely blown away by that, to be honest. I didn't expect anywhere near that amount of people. So I mean that's great for me, but maybe not so great for you guys, because it gives you a lot less of a chance to win. So I do apologise for that, but yeah, 116 entries is absolutely amazing. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, it's just been amazing that I have that many people that kind of are interested in what I have to say and are enjoying and watching my vlogs. So yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. So I just wanted to do a little something really to say thank you for following along with me. And as I mentioned, the prize will be a £30 voucher for a fabric store of your choice in your country. I know I have followers that are not always just based in the UK, so if you are based elsewhere, then you know, whoever wins, we can work out. Hopefully it will be a shop that does vouchers, so that you know, you can then spend it in the shop of your choice. So but yeah, I'm going to turn the camera around now and do the spin, and then I shall let you know on the screen who the winner is. So yeah, just bear with me 2 seconds and we'll do that now. Okay, so I've got my video turned around onto my screen, and I've got this random number generator. So I have the numbers 1 to 116 put in here, and I am going to spin the wheel and we'll see who is the winner. Here we go. Yay, so the winner is number 36. Okay, and now we are going to have a look on my spreadsheet to see who that is. Okay, I don't know how well you can see this, but the winner is Leslie Heather 1. So I should put that up on the screen as well. So yay, well done, Leslie. I shall pop your name here on the screen so that it is clear that you are the winner, and congratulations. And I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that entered, and I'm really sorry for everyone else that didn't win. But Leslie, I will be in touch, and if for any reason you don't hear from me, please contact me directly, and we will arrange your prize and voucher. So yeah, that's brilliant news. So yeah, well done for winning, and yeah, we shall be in touch So I'm gonna sign off here and let you go have a good weekend. We have a bank holiday weekend here again in the UK, so it is a nice long 3-day weekend here. So as I mentioned, it's Friday evening. I'm out all day tomorrow, but then I have Sunday and Monday at home, so that will be quite nice, and I'm hoping that I will get my fabrics washed and maybe make a start on my projects. So I hope you have a great weekend and you have enjoyed hearing all about my sewing this week, and I shall hopefully catch up with you again next week. So thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if you feel like you have something that you want to mention. And in the meantime, I hope you have a good sewing week, and I shall catch up with you again next week. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.